It's kind of like before. I was telling Diamond, no one's going to think that's cool.
What do you wear?
Tree torns.
I'll have you in those.
No. I'm telling you.
I wouldn't wear those to the
They're going to come back
right.
someday. Shireman. Oh.
That would have been nice. As the Celtics look to make a comeback in the second quarter, it is the all have 4 fast break points, although you don't like to see
that. Even with their two of their best defenders out right
up for 2 from the lane.
One less 3 than them. Now we knew that if they go in the
Peyton Pritchard drives baseline, taking on Trendon Watford.
forward.
Step back, draws the foul,
Performance analytics presented by Franklin Templeton. Averaged just 40 points in the paint against the rest of the
a little bit small down there. It's something that you can't really.
Atkinson, in one of his timeouts when they're one of those great Cleveland games, he's like, consider that a win, even if they're scoring in the paint. Hitting threes, and maybe they get a little out of sorts. I don't know if there's something to
the game has gone with the threes as Sam Hauser puts it.
I don't love ISO threes when you're at the top and you
seem fine with it as well.
They sure do.
I feel like a lot of times you can get a bad threes off the bench in a single season and counting. The reality is all of those, almost all, are good shots
for them, and it's kind of like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ton of games shooting 25% from the three-point line though.
No, which is to mention, they can do so much. They can shoot it.
As I said before, I think teams that like to run up and down, be able to defend in the paint, and you have to be able to score in the paint. And somehow defensively they can throw so many big bodies at you.
A 3 from the back.
Off a block, that's a tough one.
He checks.
He does, yep.
A game.
That's a tip.
Well, that's what Joe Mazzulla will tell you, is because he works so little leeway here and there.
Yep, they do.
First. So we'll see what it looks like. And way for 900 for his career.
Unafraid, because it was such a. Last year.
It's such a big target down there. If you.
He did, and he warned Kristaps. He told him.
Just like, please
help my team to lose more.
She's one of the all-time greats.
For multiple reasons, I'm just really happy to get out of it. I think it's just going to be a lot of fun this year.
Got my team.
Joe's not going to like that. It's Peyton Pritchard. When you were a rookie, it's defense.
That defense, at the end of the day, whether you're scoring or not, defense is.
So far tonight. I'm not going to do that math. Math, not one of my strengths, but shout out to Tito's.
I guess 21% from three-point line, but you can't let the other
2 for 2 from 3. He'll get there.
Let's see what Joe said. I think Joe,
with the double big.
Cater right there. Perfect.
I'm imagining Joe Mazzulla is like, we got to get downhill.
Since he arrived last year.
Yeah, I think it's good for him.
Nimi says he likes it. Trendon Watford.
Yeah, not all bigs like that. Now he's in Portland. He's hurt, I think, last time I checked.
Harder than I've ever been coaching my whole life, and I'm super. James Wade, man.
There you go.
James Wade, first All-Star.
He shows, he rolls. That's what you want from. Don't move into him. He got called for that so many times. He's really. It's a work in progress, but it's an important. Oh, look at that, Drew Holiday. The things I'm talking about being the adult in the room. Drew, I'm not happy with that.
No, absolutely not.
Nick Claxton. The Celtics got out to a quick lead. It's much too soon. This is a different.
But again, so much improved body control there.
Some rest. Kristaps Porzingis playing through. It's really on. These are the moments that these guys are working so.
We'll see if the Celtics can turn it around, but I'm confident in them.
That board with qualifying purchase. The Celtics' next 6 games are the glass. Jackie, the Celtics always at this point in the season.
As much rest as they need, I'd sprinkle a little rest.
No question. And that season, and that is the postseason. Zaire Williams looking pretty. Who does not like to use his timeouts. 3 minutes to halftime against the Nets.
Yeah, White and Holiday.
Yeah.
Good old faithful.
And Kristaps Porzingis, that was our Subaru match that one to go.
So misses are contagious too. Team that's playing really, really, really hard.
For the Nets, but Zaire Williams and Day'Ron Sharpe also. I think they probably tried to, couldn't get a deal.
Sell for much less either because he can be part of your future. And they have so many drivers
Under Sean Marks. Derek White still shaking his head.
Not ideal. Constantly.
Game back off of that illness. He starts tonight 5 for games. Watch from the bench. Watch from the locker room a lot of times.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. Wow. He was so honest about it, was because people were like, well, when's he coming back? He's got like
That was a nice play by
hunting for a block.
Or in the final minute of the first half of this all-female.
No excuse.
Still trying to find some footing here. Block.
We got one.
Diamond, you ask and you
To start speaking some more things out loud.
Yes, speak it into existence. My fault, I jinxed it. That was all me.
But see here.
Points, but it feels like more here in this first half.
Well, because my favorite part about Peyton Pritchard, his offensive rebound.
Yeah, and Peyton's got.
Defensively, they're doing a solid job rebounding, and that is a constant. Missoula talks about it all the time on the margins. It's not.
One stat difference can
Great ball movement by Porzingis. That's a one-handed, like I swear that.
Latvia. He learns it in Latvia.
All right, but there's
quarter.
Kristaps Porzingis in that first half, 5 for 7. Starts it off.
great take.
Usually,
got the memo.
It's the fourth quarter when Derek White.
See that? That's a foul.
Zaire Williams. I don't think they're. Derek stuffed at the rim. The Nets have gone cold here.
And it's just like, hey, what happened?
And sometimes not.
Got a little groove going.
He admonishes his players rarely. I'm just wondering.
He talked about it last season.
To that, the first game I came back.
There he is.
Oh, look at Scal. It's a good look. I'll switch jerseys with me. You got Derek White. I'm going to go for Scal.
I can get you a Brian Scalabrine jersey.
I'll take that.
Feeling comfortable. 3 for 7 from the floor, 2 for 5 from 3.
Something to keep an eye on.
Well, just his second game, the entire fourth quarter on Saturday night, so he's capable. Ken Johnson probing. Celtics started out hot in the third quarter, but Dick Light, that makes 900 career blocks for.
Be out for a month. I just punched her so hard.
I love that even more.
I didn't say it fast enough.
I was saying, they didn't hear you.
No.
That's
For the win.
Stats through 3 brought to you by Jason Stone. Outscored the Nets 27-20.
So that basket by Drew Holiday, that was Shireman. Again, that's not going to show up. I don't.
Sam, 8 points on the night, 3 for 7. Defensively, Jackie, you've been talking about like that.
I mean, Shireman, he banked one in previously that didn't count, so.
Pass for that 3.
Beautiful touch by KP, but you saw Jason Tatum's signature celebration, so clearly. But Celtics lead.
They get to watch the games from the locker.
Do we get
Baylor Shireman.
Tommy points?
Hustle plays though. Do you get Tommy points for scoring buckets?
Pulls out from 28 feet and drain it with 2 guys hanging on. Holiday the Tommy Award every game.
But Jack.
We'll see. Oh, that's another Tommy point.
I was gonna say that would have been a Tommy point for sure.
But there was he in the circle? That's the other thing.
Nah, he was out, but.
Minutes, 11 points, 4 for 5 from the floor. Peter for Tommy Award at the moment. Here's a message from career highs for him, but has just 3 points half as well.
I've never been a coach, but that would cost. Oh, that's a Tommy point. Right. Almost was a Tommy.
Oh,
wow.
I mean, Shireman, he banked one in previously. That
he was just a real homer. Like he won several championships as a player. His rookie year, they won the championship with guys like Kuzi on the team. And
The thing about that is that rookie season was also built.
So he won Rookie of the Year when Bill Russell was on the team.
AC Jones.
And wasn't there for the beginning of the season. We'll figure it out. There's Shireman in the lane. He gets the floater to go. Let's take a
night tonight, you know, hitting threes.
On the floor. 4 assists with plumbing, heating, HVAC, LP during the break. Trendon Watford at the line. Celtics up 3. Gary Virus. Want him to get. He has a minutes restriction tonight. Trendon Watford grabs it for the Nets.
Ooh!
Drew Holiday on the floor. Nets in all situations. That was a nice move by Tyrese.
And then they give it up on the other end.
Net, Jackie, you didn't like this when it happened live.
No, I mean,
I'm Drew Holiday. Somebody gonna hear me after that.
Sharp. Al Horford, the double him. Shire from the
wow, that's great ball movement. That's great.
He's having himself a great night.
Cheering, screaming, standing up. Yes, the 17, excuse me, that is a new career high. And the
Coach.
And I'm gonna make it happen.
Last basket that he made. I've heard a shooter roll, but that's a shoot.
Didn't even think about it.
No, that's when you know you gotta go. Nice.
The largest lead of the night, up 4.
See Holiday.
Pushed Kristaps out of the way, but KP got the position, taking it himself.
Oh yeah.
Trendon Watford at the line. Celtics up 3.
That's the board for both teams. Nobody's had, that big break.
Boston's own Ace Ticket has the lowest prices.
Minutes. He's at 23 minutes. If he not crazy minutes.
Want to definitely make sure he's rested in
For a minute. I'm not really sure why. He thought better of it, Oh yeah, why not?
feeling. I mean, this guy's absolutely in his bag.
That was a really good screen.
The double up 4. Shire from the
That's great ball movement.
That's for 11 from 3 in the pass. 4 good. As the fourth quarter winding down Celtics. Well, that's part of what makes this team great and what makes them so difficult to defend.
Well, yeah.
Jason Tatum and
under 30%. How do you win a game if you shoot under 30% with
through the rim.
Oh no!
I wish I could do that.
Oh, and from Diamond. But tonight we are partnering with basketball. We encourage all of you to check out the QR book. Diamond, the physicality.
Just old school post basketball.
Just,
that's like Kevin McHale basketball, right?
And it's such a valuable skill to have.
For a 3.
He's the unicorn.
Tough to guard that.
Should point out, Shireman, most points by a Celtics rookie.
Well, they got him in the mix. And you know this, Diamond. When you start pinning over and you're holding your...
We don't make the rules. Celtics up in the 4th. 9th. Either way, still 900 for his career, which is pretty too close for comfort for the Celtics when it comes to this Nets team.
Like right there, that's an aggressive double team. It didn't.
Drew Holiday, 12.
I like it.
And he just pushed Drew in the back on the ball screen.
Kristaps agrees with you.
Hey. Al Horford.
I mean, 8-point.
Turning the ball over, sprinting back, closing out.
They'll need to do it again here. D'Angelo Russell.
I don't know about that.
I know. That seems pretty.
Do it all night.
That's just old school. I want to get to Johnny Moss. You want to do that too?
Yeah, that was a terrible. I think they've done their work.
Most of the game.
Without your 2 best players.
Yeah.
So I think they gutted this one out. They can just.
If she can get out of here. It's tight quarters.
He's just so good at that.
Josh Tiven. Cam Johnson will take the free. Six on the boards. Kristaps Porzingis pulled down 8 of the Nets, trying desperately to come back here with less than. And the press is on.
Never.
And that was the 4th personal foul.
We'll admit when we foul.
No. Exactly at the center, as Derek White. What do the Nets need to do here if they do want to? Possession game.
All right, 3 possession game. Another bucket and maybe a timeout. And Drew, totally just created that jump ball out of nothing on the ball at any point in time.
We talked about it after work.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best mud with you, man, and that's just it's a lot of fun to play with guys.
Al, just 1 for 5 on the night.
And these are not small free throws.
It is past a 2 possession game.
Yeah.
These are huge. Coming up after here on NBC Sports Boston, would be nice if Celtics pushing the pace. They need to go fast here, right, Diamond? Kristaps Porzingis made sure they called that. Zaire comes over the top. 96 in the closing seconds here.
Brooklyn is challenged in the last call on the court with a coach's